Hello, welcome to Animal Audit Corner. You can tell today's the day. It's my arts and craft corner or art therapy, but only difference is I'm not a therapist. This is what I just call my segment. And I, today, oh, yeah, I forgot my train of thought. Even though I'm not the art therapist, you can go down to the link below and go to the links. I highly recommend NAMI because they got every resource in the book. Even though others could, but NAMI's the one. And they could also give you information about art therapy and other mental health care. So go down to the links below and click it on. So today I'm going to try and get as much done as I can because I really want to do a holiday base. Okay, so let's just get started. So here's the red. Okay. Oh, geez. Here's the yellow. The green. And here is the blue. What's my favorite color? I want to like each and every color. What's not my favorite color? I don't know. I really don't. But here's, okay. Here's the thing. I try to like everyone, but I guess like everything else in the world, you're not going to like something. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Now, first, I'm going to try. Let me see here. All right. I'm going to go for blue. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. What is up in the Scientology world? Well, okay. Oh, geez. You know what? I think this thing with Aaron in Clearwater and the trial is going to go. Now, as you can tell, he doesn't mind, but he just wants to see Scientology fall flat on their face. They'll even fall on their face if they get the case thrown out of court. All right. And a lot has happened. Erica got ran over by a car, although I thought it was Cheryl. Although she might have, I don't know. I might have got their names mixed up. And of course, what else is going on? All right. Let me think. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Clubhouse International and Magnolia Clubhouse and Clubhouse Coalition are at my link down below. Okay, sorry about that. So click onto the bottom, right at mental health, right at the mental health links. And they will be there. All right. And let's see. Yeah. Aaron wants his day in court, but you know what? He has every single footage at all the protests, and he does have evidence, hands down. So we're looking forward to actually see what the outcome is. So okay. And yeah. And you know, Aaron even gets hurt sometimes by these people. He ends up getting his foot injured, well, bruised up, still an injury. And he nearly got ran over by the security guard with his bike. And it's right on YouTube. And it's even in a short. So you don't believe me, keep your eye out or go to the bar up below and then type it in. Okay. And yeah, it's been something. He even gets arrested. And it's all due because of Scientology. David Miscavige goes in the behind the scenes like a coward and requests that all the protesters get arrested, even though he's the one that should be arrested. All right, and what else is... Those people are a piece of work, let me tell you. And what else is going on? All righty. Oh, jeez. Telling you. And what else was I going to say about it? All right. And you know, next month is the ISA gathering in St. Hill in London. And Alex is organizing a protest. So if you want to protest, contact Alex and let him know that you're going to be there. So he can actually let you know when to show up. And kind Kanye West went to the test center with Jessica Palmadessa. And he had a thing as to say to that. But you know what? They threw him out. So there's the hate group right there. And it proves it every time. And some of the other African Americans in that organization don't understand what they got themselves into. They're not aware that it's a bigoted organization. Yes, there are few African Americans in there with a bunch of white people surrounding them. They just refuse to see it. So, yeah. And what else is going on? Alrighty. Okay. Go on to the next color for now. Alrighty. And we're going to go for the red. All right. Okay. I think we'll go for the red. Yeah, let's go for the red. And what else? What else is up? Of course, I'm yet to see Natalie. She must have been busy at work. And I said, Poe on a go is back. And is going to do a lot of his true crimes. And am I going to actually try and get a guest on the show? I've been trying, and it's driving me crazy because either something goes wrong or they just don't want to do it because they're busy. If I'm too naive and don't understand that, they just don't want to do it because they don't know who I am. I mean, I don't know. But I really honestly think that they're too busy. That's what I'm thinking now. And have I got in touch with her? Yeah, I still have the letter and I'm still working. I will send it to her to see if she's aware that somebody's taking pictures of her on the internet. Now, is she in front of my camera? I mean, in front of the screen while I'm talking? I don't know. Doesn't look that way. So, okay. So, yeah. And am I trying to get myself on the directory still? Yes, but I'm playing it by ear. Because at the same time, I can't harass her. That's not my intent. So I'm playing it by ear to see what else I'm going to do. So, okay. Yeah. She keeps saying, who are you? Me. She's making like I'm visible, but you know what? I don't know what to tell because guess what? I don't know who she is. I just know her by her screen name Buffer Squirrel. That's all I know. I don't know who she is. So, and I'm not trying to make myself out to be a victim. This is what it looks so far. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And Marilyn Honey. Yeah. She's in full support of Aaron. Okay. All righty. Here we go. All right. No, I won't do that red. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make it looks like a heart. The one I'm at when I'm painting looks like a heart, so I decided to paint it red. All right. Now, I'm going to try and get as much done today because in mid-October, I really want to make a vase full of pumpkins. So, okay. All right. And let's see. And now I am trying to get a hold of Dan Walks LA. So I'd invite him, but I'm having problems with my sign on. So I have to wait. Isn't that a hoot? So it's unbelievable. And let me see. Okay. And yeah. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll paint this one. Then I'll go on to my next color. Ooh, I don't have any orange paint, but you know what? I can mix up my colors too at the same time. Let's see here. And, geez. Okay. All right. All right. What is William Good up to? Let me see. So far, okay. Other than the security guard pushing a woman into the test center when William was filming, I might have the knowledge on what's going on. All right. I don't know. That's the only one I can remember at the moment. And yeah, that day was horrible. And her boyfriend was panic stricken, trying to get the door open to get her. Was the police called? That I don't know. All right, so okay, today's Friday and I'm doing this. All right. And while I'm trying to get a hold of Dan Watts LA, he is such an incredible guy. He's very talented. Okay. Now, all right. There we go. What else is up? Let me think. Yeah, okay. Am I working on the project? Yes. So far, I'm collecting emails and still collecting them. And there are a bunch of people on the directory who aren't there and should be. So I am going to look through the internet and see who else I can get for my project. So I have a whole list of people, except for the one who doesn't want me to put me on the directory. So, alrighty. All right, there we go. All right. Should I finish painting this during the week? Well, I'll keep on trying. So far in all, I have about 39 subscribers, but however, half of it is stuck on my tablet and I'm trying to get it out. So, isn't that a hoot? And now, am I going to protest Scientology? I guess eventually. It looks like it's not healthy for me to actually go there. Now, I did protest before, but it wasn't for Scientology. It was for another issue. It's fall grass, which is, I hope I got it right, which is a goose or duck getting force fed. Yeah, I think it is a goose. Force fed through shoving a tube down the throat of a geese, and force feeds it. And then they tear out the liver and serve it. Now, it's actually illegal to do it in some of the states, but it's not illegal in other states, which is different. But however, I could go to that protest and not have anyone follow me home, which is great. But they did not keep calling the police or make up false accusations. I am glad for that. But if it's Scientology, they're going to do that. And they're going to hire private investigators to follow me home, which is another story. But so far, where I went, no one did that. So I hope I go down, but it doesn't look like it. So I am going to try, though. I want a huge group to go down with me. So far, I had to forget about this one event that I decided to cancel, and I tried to find it. I couldn't. But one person went, and if I known that person was going to go, I would have told them not to, because it would have been dangerous. If I knew that person was going down there, I would have told them it's dangerous, don't go down there. So I guess no one else wanted to go. So I said, you know what? I'm going to scrap that idea. So if you have a suggestion, go to the link down below, email me, and give me a suggestion. All right. And okay. Oh, let me try green. Green goes right here. All righty. All righty, here we go. What else is happening? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Audit LA, or was it JoJo? They said, well, Audit LA said that Kendrick Moxon, as usual, is up to his old tricks again. And this time, he I think, yeah, he might have got the permit, but I don't remember whether it was legal or illegal. So far, he's doing illegal parking. He has everybody parking illegally to get to one of the Scientology events. Now, that guy is a piece of work. Just like Scientology. Should he actually be disbarred? I think he should be, but for some reason he keeps getting away with it. And of course, law enforcement's not doing anything. Half of them anyway. And detectives are not doing anything. It is unreal. I mean, there's nothing real about those people. Of course, there are other organizations that do the same thing as they do, but we do not hear about them. We just hear about Scientology. Is it fair? You know what? I don't know. Should I look? Maybe. I'm going to think about it. You know what? Let me answer that phone. It's a spam call. Now, I'll get to that in a minute. Where was my train of thought? Okay. All right. Okay. I think this is dating back to me actually going for this $1,000 gift card. Now it looks like it's a con job that they're using. Should I actually ask if Walmart is actually giving them the gift cards? I don't know, because it's starting to look like they're using that gimmick to get you to call them. Well, it's in the Ohio area anyway. I don't know about any other area in the United States, so I don't know. So, where was my train of thought? Did I answer it? No, I didn't. As you can tell, I just hung up on it. And now you can hang up without actually picking it up. That was impossible back in the 80s or 90s. Now you can do it. Isn't that a... Okay. And where was my train of thought? Oh, right. Let me see here. Oh, now Nora has a short on the Constitution with the Sixth Amendment with due process when it comes to restraining orders and trials. Check that short out. Go to Nora's channel and it'll be there with all the other shorts. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. What a brilliant kid. A college kid is actually cut through his own lawn. Yeah, it's right next door. these college kids, I'm telling you. Do they actually know how to drive? Who knows? It's certainly looking like maybe they're not so good because they keep cutting across their lawn. And if they're not cutting across their lawn, they're cutting across mine. Now, I can't call the police, but they're probably going to keep on doing it. Now, let me see. Last spring, going on to winter, I told them to stop cutting through my lawn and stop parking in the parking lot. So far, they're not parking through my parking lot. I don't think. No, they're probably cutting through my back lawn. Now, I did call the cops once, but then I have it again, and I'm thinking, you know what? What's the point? They're going to keep doing it. It just drives me crazy. It started out with actually when they were parking in my parking lot. At first, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to send a message to my brother that to actually keep on top of his tenants that coming in. Hello? Okay, stop calling this number and I'm busy. Don't call again. Another spam call. You could tell that I yelled at them, so okay. And yeah, at first it was to actually give him the message that to keep on top of his tenants, meaning do criminal background check, because 2 tenants ago, I had a crazy tenant. This was, let's see, I think it was 2007, 2018. He had this crazy number. He did nothing but steal water from every one of the, well, one neighbor I saw anyway, he stole water from. He tormented the college students next door. I mean, I didn't know some, and they were pretty decent. Before, they never cut across my lawn, and now they are. And one of them is going to be a lawyer. Of course, he's probably practicing law now, since it's 2005. And he was making banging noises. That's all I did, and it makes so much noises. I even used my camcorder to actually record it, and it was shaking everything. And I'm like, what's the point? He's not going to even look at it, so I erased it. I actually showed him. Well, yeah, but what's the point? He would have actually dismissed it. I told him about that. He says it's the house settling. No. When a house settles, there's no banging noises. Of course, he doesn't think like me. I don't think sometimes. He doesn't think sometimes. And yeah. And then one day he called the cops on the neighbors when my former roommate was here. She was here for a while. And she said he called the police on them. And then one day he told me, well, Lisa, he had a right to call the police because they were making noise. I'm like, he makes noises all the time. He makes banging noises upstairs, so he should talk. He decided not to listen to that. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to actually let them park there to actually set my point up that I'm not going to call the police. I did that. But then after a while, it came to the point where the sanitation couldn't actually pick up my trash because they have one of those little buggies that you drive up, take the trash, put it in that little bin they have in the back of their buggy or whatever it is they call them, and then drive off. It came to the point where they couldn't even get in. So it got frustrating. So I asked them to stop, and it was just a rapid thing. And then they stopped for a while. They started up, and then, okay, now they're gone altogether. Thank God for that, but they still continue to comes from my backyard. All right. Now, what else is down? Let me see if I can find any other Scientology stories. All right. Let me think here. All right. Okay. What else is up? Yeah, I try to remember as much as I can because I've been so busy. Yeah, I was writing my material. I was putting pictures in it, and all of a sudden, everything messed up. So I had to go back and fill in the blanks that my picture took away. So, you know what? This time around, I'm going to let my answering machine answer it because I am with you guys now, and I'm not going to take my attention off. So, okay, what else is going down? Wait, it might be my brother, so. All right, it was a spam call. I never needed to answer it in the first place, so. And what else is up? Also, Sylvester Stallone died, I think it was today. Yeah, it was today. Sylvester Stallone passed away. And this is fact, because it had his date of birth and the day he died, which is today. And Ace Frehley died. And Diane Keaton died today. As you know, she's a legendary actress. And of course, you know, Stallone was a legendary actor. Okay. All right. And you know, Ozzy Osbourne passed away this year. And okay, it's going to get at the end of the year, right at the somewhere around December. I know it's probably going to be towards the end of September that they're going to have the year in review and who passed away on YouTube. So keep your eyes out for that if you want to watch it. Okay. And you know, Mark Rinder died was it this year or last year? Okay, there I go again. And yeah, I have, as you know, I have ADHD, so my numbers are going to be off. And I don't register as well because of the ADHD. Some people have ADD, and they're not able to register everything in their heads. They try the best that they can, like everybody else who has ADHD, like me, do the best we can to get it registered in. Now, we do pull it off with medication. So, and it's treatment, not a cure. So, all right. And of course, you know how much Scientology is against psychiatry, and it's all, yeah, you know, because of L. Ron Hubbard having that beef with psychiatry because they laughed him out of the room. So ever since then, they've been following that, whatever he says. But guess what? It didn't follow up with technology, and that was his downfall. Because guess what? Internet, it's a dead giveaway. He didn't say anything about the technology that would take away from Scientology, which is a good thing, because now they are down to 25,000 members, but well, that's what Aaron says. But 4 of them actually left and is getting aid from him. So now, okay, am I gonna do my project for them today? Yes, and I'm actually doing another project. I'm trying to see if they're actually going to accept Scientology, for the project. I'm not going to say directly what it is, because what if it doesn't happen? It would have been all for nothing. The announcement would have been all for nothing. So I'm going to check on that. And yeah, I keep trying. Okay. All right. Did I let them know? I think so. Okay. And did they get the message for Clubhouse Coalition? I think so. Can't really predict what they're doing. I just keep emailing them. Now I'm sending up flares to Clearwater. And if Natalie can live in Nebraska and be on the board, then guess what? I can be here in Ohio and send up a flare. So why can't I do the same? There we go. Okay. And what else is up? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do one of those projects at the end of the night today. Well, I'm doing another project, so I am keeping steady. So, okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to try a blue heart, meaning sad or cold, whatever. Because there was already a red one there. All right. Okay. Now, I'm doing another thing. So, but my phone call, I got my phone back. Speaking of which, I am going to try one other thing with the SPTV Foundation, which I'm volunteering for. And I got another idea. So, but the only thing is I got to get up my butt and do it. I got to be honest with you. I say a lot of things and don't do it. I'm trying my best to get up off my butt and just go do it. And so far, I've been doing everything at my computer and on my phone. But as of getting up and going out there to actually get other volunteers, it's a whole story. So I am going to try my hardest. I'm more of a sayer, not a doer. So I'm just trying to get off my butt and go do it. So I got to be honest with you. I'm not going to fib about it either. So, yeah, a lie is a lie. But you know what? I'm telling you the truth with this. So, okay. All right, there we go. There's the blue. Is there another corner I should do? Yeah. Okay. Here. I'll put one here. Okay. All right. Okay. And as you know, a lot of the Hollywood actors and actresses, half of them, I'm not going to say all of them because that would be unfair, actually worship the devil. They go in back rooms and make a pact with the devil, and they do rituals, pact of the devil. That's what they're doing in Scientology. They're making pacts with the devil, which is David Miscavige. And Tom Cruise really totally sold himself to David. Yeah. What can you do about it? Nothing. He's going to do whatever he wants, and it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Of course, some of his fans, most of them went out the door. Half of them went out the door, and now his movie's at number 8 and number 10. Is he going to get back the half of his fans? Who knows? But to totally get his career back, he's going to have to leave Scientology permanently, and I don't really think he's going to do that. Honestly. All right. All right. All righty. Let's see what else is going down. All right. John Travolta. Yeah, doesn't look like he's going to leave either. But he does have some hope in there because he is a pretty nice guy. And you know, I got that from the instructor, like I said other times, but who knows? I keep saying I'm going to get a base to get rid of the glare off my face, the white off my face, but you know what? I haven't done that yet, but I definitely will. So next time I'm going to grab 2. All right. Okay. Yeah. And let's see. And they did that. They sold their soul to the devil in these back rooms ever since the golden years of Hollywood. Only difference is they don't have the technology that we have today with the internet and other organizations using these sophisticated equipment that is actually taking these pictures, because you've seen how they actually fly around the building with these cameras. They get pretty good shots nowadays. Yeah. So now anyone can take a picture of the Scientologist, and they can't turn around and claim to be a victim anymore. Those days are gone. Tell you. Right. And yeah. But they're still lying, even after they get their hands caught in the cookie jar. They're trying with the PR, with the celebrities, but it doesn't help. They're lying about it, and this is right after Scientology got their hands caught in the cookie jar. So it's not that great to actually think they can get away with lying, especially nowadays. Okay. And okay. Alrighty. All right. Now, is Erica okay? You know what? I think she might be, because she was at the huge protest in Clearwater with all the, oh geez, you know what? I gotta load up the battery, but thank God I don't have to move it. So let me connect it. Oops. Okay. All right, so got the light back. This time I didn't have to go into the next room to get it. So, okay, what else is happening? Oh, yeah, I was doing the red one. Can't believe all right. Okay, let me see here. Now, I'm trying to remember who else I actually picked in on. Oh, geez. It's been a while since I've been on Mark Bunker's show and Serge Marshall. I am going to try again. I did subscribe to their channels, and I don't know why they're not popping up. But yeah, if you want to actually see your favorite SPs, please subscribe. Even if it's me, please press subscribe and you'll get your channel. But of course, I think it's good. Yeah. And right, you know what? YouTube is against AI, and they don't want their creators to actually use AI, and they're actually putting a trail on it somehow. But yet they don't follow their own rules either. They're like half the LAPD and all the police officers in Clearwater. Unbelievable. So, You set a rule and you don't follow it yourself. I know they use it. They're using it for the uploads and they're troubleshooting. And when we want to get a hold of them, they're not there. It's all AI. So they're really contradicting themselves. They don't follow their own rules any more than any of those ops I just mentioned. But no, that's only half of them. The other half don't break their own rules. They actually follow the laws that they are forcing and don't make up any new laws up top of their head. They actually do their job and do it correctly. Okay, what else is going down? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Think. Now, all right. All right. Excuse me. Sorry about the dead air, everyone. Let me see. I'm thinking on top of my head because I am keeping myself well occupied. And I did send off my project to one of the companies out there. I'm not going to say who. And am I getting acknowledged? I don't know. Now, are they getting all my messages at the SP Foundation about all the projects I actually sent them? Well, part of it, I don't know. I hope so. So hopefully they're looking into it right now. But Clubhouse Coalition all over Florida. And I just feel sorry for them down there. Because the state I'm in, they don't have to deal with Scientology as much. Because guess what? The last time I checked, there were only 13 members here. So 11 of them would be in Columbus and 2 of them would be in Parma. But where am I? Oh, I'm not telling. Never. So, okay. So far, I have nobody outside my door, and I'm going to keep it that way. That's why I'm optimistic on going on one of the protests. I do want to go, though, but I just don't know whether I'm going to end up going. Never say never. but it has to be good for my mental health. All right. And it doesn't drive my family crazy. So my brother, oh, definitely, it's going to drive him crazy, and he's going to blame everything on me. That's the way it goes in my family. So far, there are things that I am doing wrong. It's due to my mental illness, and I don't always understand what's going on due to ADHD and bipolar put together. So it doesn't make it any good. ADHD meaning attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Okay, ADHD, that's what it means. Do I always understand what I'm doing is wrong? Not always. Now, if there was something to do about it and there was a cure, I would have already done it. That's what people with ADHD and bipolar do. They're hyperactive. But so far, it's been a while since I saw anything with one of my nephews' activity. I'm not going to say who, because my sister-in-law is going to get all wild on me and say, don't do that, anything. I'm not going to mention any names because I'm keeping them private. Not because of her, because it's me too. Because if I had kids of my own, I would actually do that. So, alrighty. All right, there we go. All right. And what else is going down? Oh, wow. I thought I was going to be bored off my but no, I am actually coming up with some conversations. But you know what? I miss Natalie altogether. You know, before she was on every day, before her schedule for her job came up, and she was gone 90% of the time, and now I can't find her. So I'm going to keep checking. You do it too. So before I thought she was going to pop on Saturdays. I haven't seen her, but she did show up at the protest in Clearwater. That's great. So did Marilyn Honey, Lana, Kelly Copter. Let's see. Dusty Soda Fountain. I hope I got that right. Okay. That's all I remember I saw. Jamie was out in the protest. So was Erica, I mentioned. It looks like she's okay. So, yeah. All right. Let me think here. Now, will I actually work for my brother in the future? No. Because he actually was encouraging me to work in his orchard, which I totally think it's a waste of time. Just like he thought it was a waste of time being a performer for the performing arts. But you know what? He does what he does, and I do what I do. I'm not going to discourage him. because he's not turning up any profit. Oh, but any better than I am. Now, I am doing this because I love advocating for Scientology, and I love having a project in the arts. Now, I'm still going to go at it. This project, I really believe in. Better than any other project. Now I want to go after the paying ones, but I have a hard time getting my photo. But do I have my resume? It's on. Yeah, I do. But at the same time, I haven't really been keen on them. Hold on. All right. I hung up on them. So, okay. I should have just turned it off, but you know what? I'm supposed to have a guy come in, put my boiler in, but I haven't seen him yet. And I left the door open for him. Now, I'll call my brother, ask him about that. Unbelievable. He said it was going to come today. He never did. So I'll call, tell him that today. All right. Yeah. Oh, he is also a good friend of his or whatever, or his associate, something like that. He actually told me he's a teddy bear, but I'm like, I don't think he has any idea who he's talking to. But you know what? I'm not going to call him stupid. He's a smart man. You know what? He's divorced. I like him. I'm waiting for him to ask me. So I am going to send him some clues. So, is he dating somebody? I don't know. I've been single for years and it's not doing me any good. All right. And what else is going on? All right. Now, I'm not trying to turn this into a reality show. I'm not doing this intentionally, but something always comes up with me, and I always have to say it. I don't know why, but I'm not trying to deliberately turn this into a reality show. No way, because I got enough of my own problems. I don't even watch the reality shows on TV. Forget it. Unless there's some kind of talent involved, then I'll watch it. Otherwise, forget it. I don't want to hear people whine about their personal life. Forget it. I got enough of my own problems. So, all right. Okay. So, and of course, you know, I've been trying to get Miss Kim's channel back, and she said to call her, but it's long distance, so I kept texting her. She's not getting back to me. I don't know why. So I'm gonna try to email her again. She said she'd do it if I call her, but it's too long distance. If she gives me the number again, then I'll wait till a day like today to actually, a weekend to actually call, since it's going to be cheap. I don't know, but through the years, in the 80s, 90s, 70s, if it's a Sunday, then guess what? It's cheaper, but I don't know. So, okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see if I can find another spot. All right, here we go. Right here. All right. Okay, there we go. And, oh, sorry about the dead air again. So let me see here. Yeah, just so I don't get any dead air, I am going to actually talk to you. That's what I decided to do when I came up with this segment and my cooking segments on this show. So, am I going to come up with the performing arts, singing and dancing? No, because I have no way of doing that. But I said I was going to come up with games and cooking segments. Don't have that. It's not like party atmosphere because I keep trying to get in touch with these people. I can't even get them on my show, much less into their kitchen. So, and Glass Looker, or he said he wants me to make baklava. I will do it. But at the same time, I can't get fat either. So, you know what? Halloween, I'll make it. Okay. And I'll also, now, all right. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see if there's another spot I can go to. Now, I gotta really get a black magic marker and use it because I do not want to use the brown one. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay. So far, I got one spot done. All righty. Get the red. All right, let's see here. Okay, what else is down? And you know what? I can't help it but to talk about Art in LA. She is doing more than anyone, more than me. Of course, I keep trying, but she does more of the brunt work. Let me tell you, she is just out there in Los Angeles, go to all the meetings. She is just amazing. She just doesn't say it, she does it. And she got some things accomplished, but she did not get the ultimate package. But she did pull off some things. And of course, she's gotten some apologies that she's entitled to. I think she does. We all should get apologies when somebody wrongs us, but they're not going to always do it. Do they always do it? Well, I'm sorry, it doesn't look like it, but they should. Okay. But what else is going up? And now I am trying to put an introduction together. So tell me what I should do to get an introduction. Come to my chat. You're welcome to it. But please email me if you have a suggestion. Link below. Contact me. All right. Okay, one above here. Alrighty. What else is up? Now, I should actually try and get volunteers. So, let me think here. Here we go. I'll just come here. Alrighty, there we go. And let me think here. Let me see. All right. Let me think here. These people are unreal. I'm going to check to see if my brother, if it's not my brother, hang up. Okay. Another spam. All right. I'm not going to answer any spam calls. So we should just forget it altogether. Now, am I trying to overcome every obstacles in my way? Yes, I am. That's what I'm doing now. And I should actually get started on, I don't know when I have 2 missing projects so far. So I am trying to recover each and every one. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to take me 2 to 3 months. I don't know. But I got other projects to do. You're one of them, you know that. So, and all the Scientologists in there mean a lot to me, and the survivors mean something to me. So, yeah. And all right. Now, do I mind the features going on to the directory of the SPTV site? Yes, I don't mind, because I think those people deserve it. Jessica Pamadissa, she is good. I think she's okay. So is it enough to be featured? I don't know, really. William is doing amazing, and as you know, he's the one that started an entire movement of filming Scientology. Because guess what? He films everybody, they film everybody else. And they even take pictures on the internet. They did it to Fluffer Squirrel and Club Brain Frog. I should actually email them. I keep saying I do have Club Brain Frog's email. I decided to do her first and then Fluffer Squirrel last. So yeah, it's not her usual background. So I should. And it's not fair that they do that. They don't like it when that's done to them. So they keep calling out the police and then get their lawyers to take care of whatever problem they have that people wrong them. But yet they do everything that they're accusing everybody else of doing. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, this frustrates me because guess what? Before, no one had any idea what they were doing. Then the internet comes along. There behold. Now, I got so frustrated and angry because guess what? I don't always understand everything. And when I found out about this ice, my blood was boiling. I thought, you know what? But you know what? You're not violent. And if they hit you, yes, you can defend yourself. But otherwise, no violence. You know what? I'm going to let the machine pick up. So it's not getting any better. So let me see what else I got here. All right. You know what? I haven't done yellow in a while. Let me do the yellow. This is definitely relaxing. Now, should I actually jump on it during the week so I could actually start my pumpkin? Yes, I should. So I'm going to try and get to it. All right. Alrighty, here we go. So far, I've been doing more red and more green, but I I haven't touched. I didn't go back to the yellow or blue, so I should use those things. All right, let's see what else. Right. No. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we are. All right. Put this over here. All right. Okay. What is? I'm telling you, every time. Oh, sorry about the dead air again. I am telling you, these sanitation workers or polishes or whatever, there's always debris around. I don't know if college students or the sanitation workers. Some of them don't pick up after themselves, especially when they drive up to driveways to take everything. So, unbelievable. Okay. All right. And all right. Okay. Right, there we are. All right. Oh, jeez. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. You know what? Let me do. Oh, that's probably. Yes, I'll do this. Just do this in a big one. Alrighty, there we are. Okay. Oh, what else could I come up with? Yeah. And if no, I hope to hear from I don't know. You know what? I hope they are answering everything. But you know what? I don't know. All right. Okay. Alrighty, there we are. And let's see. Yeah. Maybe I'll try again uh with Fluffer Squirrel. Maybe I'll try again with well submitting. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait off on it. So because I can't pass myself off as a victim, and she can't do that either. So even though I gave her a heartfelt letter, and I asked her nicely to please put my contents in, She turned around and said, you can't tell me what to do. Well, so is she making herself out to be a victim? That I don't know. I don't think she's doing it consciously. I don't know. I don't know her. But no, I don't want to claim like I'm the victim. So it goes both ways. So, okay, here we go. So I'm going to wait off on it for a while. And I am going to cut her some slack. And I will give her benefits. So, okay. I'm totally cutting Aaron slack and the SPTV Foundation some slack. Now, this phone is a piece of work. I'm telling you, if I known this was going to happen when submitting my trying to get a Walmart $1,000 gift card, then I would have said, you know what? I don't want any spam calls. My brother told me not to pay attention to it, and it looks like I did. Next time, no way. Dad, I'll check on it. But so far, it might be doing that just to actually drive everybody crazy with the spam calls. And then they're going to turn around, and if it's a court-wise, they're going to say, well, she keeps calling that number, and they keep signing up for my gift card, and they keep going, signing. No excuses. Do not bother people. And it's like another version of Jehovah's Witnesses coming to your door, only it's by telephone. I'm going to let my answering machine pick up, so. Alrighty. Alrighty. Another one right here. Alrighty. All right. And you know what? Again, the dead air. Okay. And my nieces and nephews' favorite aunt, it's starting to look that way. Now, I don't want to not like their other aunts and uncles, because on my sister-in-law's side, she's got a bunch. So, okay. All right. Let's see here. No. Is there a spot I can use? All right. No. Oh. Looks like I'm close to done. I don't know. That I don't know. Okay. All right. It's been 2 hours already. I'll do it for about 14 more minutes. Okay. So then I will call it a day. So I'm doing as much as I can to actually get finished. Because I want to use the blue too. So alrighty, here we are. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to use the blue. And now, guess what? After I'm done here, I'm going to run and get something to eat because it's close to dinner time. All right. Now, this Saturday, this Sunday, what am I going to make for dinner and Sunday brunch? Haven't thought of it yet. So, and I'm inviting you guys into my kitchen, all you SPs out there. But it's most likely, yes, even though you can join in the fun too, I'm giving recipes for Scientologists and everyone that left the cult. Everybody. You can also participate. So, okay. So, when I actually get my phyllo dough for baklava, guess what? I will get in touch with Clear Glass or Glasswood and tell them about it. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. But I'm also checking in the background too and what I have on and off too. So they say to the right, you have it on, to the left, you have it off. That's what I got. Okay. And blue. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. Here we go. So I'm definitely using the yellow and blue. All right. All right. Oh, there goes the dead air again. So let me see here. All right. Now, Okay. And there we go. Should get my full concentration on this and talk to you at the same time. Okay. And what else is there? All right. Okay. Blue, red. Okay. I'll actually do the blue here. Okay, let me see. What else is going on? Ah! Party season is starting. And you know, it's Sabbath or Samhain, whatever. It's for the pagans, it's the wheel of the year, and it's falling on Samhain, or I can't even pronounce it. It's worshiping the ancestors and the families that passed on. They honor the dead. It's the Day of the Dead. For Christians, it means trick or treating, and it's about the kids. Are they contradicting themselves? I think so. There's a program on the Bible. Well, there's a program on YouTube that's talking about the Bible and how the churches and people are contradicting themselves. They doing it out of love, of course. They don't mean any harm, but guess what? It's happening. Happens to the best of us, but should they know better? Should all the Christians know better? Should everybody who's leading the church know better? Yes. But they keep using there are messages in the Bible. All right. And there are plenty of trauma dealing with this religion, with Christian religion, and why some people left. And of course, you know that church is declining in numbers. So should they watch what they say? Yeah, of course. But so far, mine has. Because the priest that's in my church, he's got a good heart. He's not going to willingly contradict himself. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So I'm going to say a lot of things about it. All right. Okay. Okay, let me see. And some churches contradict themselves, some don't. But so far, mine isn't. But still, the churches are declining. The Christian churches are declining. Now, on the radio, they're saying, or on the internet, whatever, they're saying that everybody's losing their faith in God. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. They're just losing faith in the church. I didn't lose my faith in God. I'm making it to be Jesus, God, and this earth. That's the way I see it. So, because I was always the one that did everything herself. And I was like this ever since I was a little girl. Some are into it, some aren't. Some young children are into it, some aren't. But I'm happy to be one of those little children, happen to be one of those kids that was growing up doing that. But yeah, I just like doing everything myself. All righty, there we go. Yeah, I'm totally flopping it on. I'm really going to get this cover. All right. So far, they have a lot of old shows on TV. And because there are a lot of shows that are not so great. But are there any game shows on there that are on there? Possibly. I'm going to check mine. But so far, I've been watching Little House on the Prairie and Who's the Boss. And of course, you know, Leah Remini's on one of the episodes. Okay. And it goes into the spin-off of Living Dolls. Okay. All right. Okay. Alrighty. All right, I got that there. I think I just passed. Yeah, that's it. You know what? That's it for me for today. So, okay. You know what I'm going to tell you. So, now, go to all the links with the mental health professions. And if you're in a Florida location, go to go to Clubhouse Coalition if you're in the Florida area, especially Clearwater, even though it might not be there because of David Miscavige kicking them out. Go to that link and make a call to them, set up an appointment, and have the tour with them. And if you're definitely in the Cleveland area, go to the links to Magnolia Clubhouse or go to the links to Clubhouse International. Get in touch with both the Rainbow House in Dayton and Fountain House in Columbus. Make your appointment for a tour. And I got a PayPal link at the bottom. You want to contribute to the channel so I can keep my channel going. It would most likely pay for the internet connection, of course. So, would I keep some of it? I don't know. If I make a little bit of it, I guess, but I'm not going to have that much of it. maybe about 85 to 90% of the time, it's going to go to the internet connection. So I don't know what's going to happen. But if you cannot afford it, don't bother. but continue to watch my channel. Of course, if I make enough of it, then I'll send some off to maybe the Aftermath Foundation and the SPTV Foundation. Who knows what's going to happen, but most of it's going to pay for my channel. So I don't think I'm going to make much off of it. So all righty. And you know the other routine? Hit the like, press subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for dinner.